Welcome back to my channel. This is the Frugal Prof channel on YouTube. Thanks for tuning in, and if you like this video, please like it and subscribe to the channel because it helps us grow. Now, I'm just going to get right into it today. There's a lot of talk about reseller burnout and slow sales. So let's talk a little bit about that. This is the time of year where you might be working just as hard, but sales are slower. So burnout is kind of naturally going to follow that. I just sold a pair of jeans for $27, and after shipping and fees, I made $6.50. So I was not thrilled about that. It kind of took the wind out of my sails when I see the numbers. And so I came up with a bunch of ideas for how to combat reseller burnout. And number one is going to be kind of funny because the number one is avoid YouTube of resellers that are just showing you their greatest hits. They're showing you stuff that finally sold, and maybe for a lot of money, and maybe they didn't even get what they're saying they got, and it sat for a year. And you're looking at that saying, why isn't that happening to me? So one, you're comparing yourself to a bigger seller, someone who has more experience, someone who's at a different phase of their career, and it's gonna take you down a notch, and it's gonna, don't compare yourself. And if those videos aren't uplifting, then don't watch them. Just watch generic motivational videos, and definitely avoid comparisons. And another thing that I do, I've talked about this in my other videos, is when I'm not feeling it, I keep DVDs and stuff with barcodes for days where I just don't feel like listing, and I just list those things that are easy. They have a barcode. It's easy to scan them in and take some pictures, and boom, you've got a bunch of listings up. Clothing is a different story. It takes more time and energy, and some days you're just not feeling it. So I hold back on a bunch of stuff that's easy to list, and when I'm not feeling it, I list the easy stuff. So that's a good tip. I think that should work for a lot of people. And another idea is, if you're doing one style of thrifting, switch it up. If you're just doing thrift stores, this is a good time to experiment with retail arbitrage. There's a lot of good reasons, and one of them is there's so many phenomenal sales going on right now online. So it's a really good time, and you can stock up on inventory that you could sell at Christmas if you have the cash flow to do that. And if you're someone who's only doing retail arbitrage, you should switch it up and check out thrift stores. You might actually like that. It's a completely different thing. Get out of whatever you've been doing, and at least it'll be a change of scenery. And that can be huge. I've started to do a little bit more looking for retail arbitrage because I just get the sense that it's a great opportunity right now, and things are slow, so there's so many sales. So those are some ideas on how to combat reseller burnout. And there's some great motivational videos here on YouTube, and follow people that are giving you energy. And if you're following established resellers where every video is like this greatest hits of the best stuff that they sold, and they get incredible prices that are really high that you never get, one, you have to keep in mind that some of that is just kind of fluff and exaggerated, and two, they're at a different level than most people are. They're full-time, so it's a completely different business model, and a lot of that stuff has sat for years, some of it. It's just not, if it doesn't make you feel good and it depresses you about this business, then don't watch it. Just follow the stuff that gives you good energy. So I hope that's been helpful for you. Still try and do your best and crush it this week. I just came from a sale today, Salvation Army. It was 50% off the whole store, and I got a ton of stuff, but I really need to list because thrifting is fun, but listing is where you make the money. That's the business part of it. That's the way I see it anyway. So I hope you're crushing it this week, and if you like this video, please like it and subscribe to the channel because it helps us grow. And leave some comments down below if you're struggling with slow sales or burnout, and what are some tips that help you combat that. It'll be interesting to see. So I hope you're crushing it, and have a good one. Thanks for tuning in.